We're gonna take what you already have built and we are going to add height to it. You need 18 inches. If I measure what I have right now with my ruler, it's about 10 inches. So I'm 8 inches short. So I need to add about 8 inches with my column. I need to add more height so it could be at least 8 inches. So from here, I need to add 8 more inches. So that would bring it up to like over here where this would be 18 inches. So do I just go ahead and just add the whole column? Do I cut the column? That's something you want to figure out on your own, right? Like how do I, and I'll show you how to attach this column. So then we're going to add, because I went up, we're going to add a beam to support it, right? And then I have to decide once I added the height, how am I going to start my roller coaster at the top? Am I going to start it with a funnel? Am I going to start it with the curve? Am I going to start it with the straight track? Like, how am I going to start it? Where am I going to put the marble? What's the first component? That's what I want you working on today. So let me show you how to add a column to an existing column. So you take a column that you've already created, you snip the bottom parts, kind of open it up, and you put it, so you snip it, right? You snip it, then you put it inside, out on the outside of the one that's already attached to your base, and then you're gonna tape it, okay? So again, okay, I'm gonna open it up here. I'm gonna attach it to an existing one, just like that. I'm gonna add some tape. Like that, okay? And now I take a measure of it. It's 12, 12, 12. It's just under 20 inches, just under 20 inches for mine. Yours might be a little bit different, but we're averaging about 19 to 20 inches if we leave this column as is. We don't change it. Now, if you want to make it a little bit shorter, you can just cut it and that's okay. I'm just going to leave it because, you know, it's already there. Like, why mess with it? It's cool. Okay, so I have this additional column, right? Now I'm going to take a beam because I'm not going to make the same mistake. Well, maybe I will make the same mistake. So like this, does this meet this? Does it fit? I hope it does. All right. I guess you can start with a beam or a column. So you're going to have to add 4 new columns all the way around. And if you cut the height, if you're like, you know what, I only want it 18 inches, then you're going to have to cut all your columns. I would suggest maybe just leaving the height as is because that gives you more room to add things, in my opinion. You know, you're going to have enough room to add your funnel. You're going to have enough room to add your curves without like, oh, that's it. It was a short ride. So I'm just adding another column to my existing columns and making it go up. I'm adding height. Okay, that's what I would like you to do right now, is to add height. Okay, so now that I have my 4 columns attached, like so, not very supportive, right? They're a little flimsy. Oh, I need to get over here. So what I need to do is I need to add a beam to attach these 2 and these 2, right? So I am hoping that it will work just like it worked before. Should should work, right? Why is this? How is this? What is this? All right, it works if you have them perfectly vertical. It may not work if your columns are going like this, which will be fixed by a beam. Attach a beam, provide some support. Okay, so I'm going to go around and attach the beams so that the columns are nice and supportive. Okay, just like we attach the beams on the lower part, we're going to attach beams on the upper part. So you're going to need 4 columns and 4 beams. If you haven't done those, do them now. If you've done them, then you're just like, you know, easier because you have them already created. Boom, 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 you're done. Might not fit super snug. I feel like some of my beams are barely attaching. And make it work. We got 2 beads attached. I'm gonna add 2 more. Now that I think you've had enough time to add your additional height, here's now where we start thinking like, okay, do I want to add more height? Which you could totally do. You have straight tracks, curves, sharp curves, funnels. You need 1 sharp curve and 2 wide curves. 2 wide curves, guys, 2 wide curves. As much straight track as you want to put. Feel free, the straight track, if you need to cut it to a different length, feel free to do so. Okay, so if I wanted to start, you know, my straight track, like that's how I want to start my roller coaster, I can start it, I can angle it down. Okay, if I angle it down, what is it going to be attached to? Like, do I want to attach the funnel to that? Like, okay, do I do this? And do I connect a straight track to the funnel like this? Do I angle it down? Now, if you have extra beams and columns, you can also add them as support to other components. So if you're like, okay, I'm going to angle this down, it needs a little bit more support, I can put a random column or beam here to support it. Like, or your curves are usually, you know, around columns, right? So you can attach a curve to a column, curve it, you know, and angle it down, right? So you can start your roller coaster. You can even start it with a sharp curve, right? And then add a straight track here, right? And now it's going this way. Let's see if I can. So, this is 100% your original design. From now on, from basically this moment on, 100% up to you what you want to do. Okay, so we have the same basic foundation structure. From here, do you want to keep going up? Cool. How do you want to start it? Do you want to start it with a curve? Do you want to start it with a straight track? Do you want to start it with a funnel? Okay, I decided I want to start it with blank. Cool. How are you going to attach it? What else do you need to attach? You know, how else are you going to support it? Like if I put a funnel, gosh, okay, well, how do I attach this funnel, right? So imagine yourself with a marble. Which first component are you going to drop it into? Are you going to slide it down a straight track, a curve, a sharp curve, or a wide curve? So from now on, it's up to you how you want to design it, right? Reminder of the components that need to be included in your roller coaster. We wrote them down in your notebook. We wrote them down on page 24-ish. It has to be 18 inches. Oh no, wait. Oh my gosh. You need a minimum of 4 curves. I thought it was 2. I wrote down 4. Let me make sure that's not a typo. Yeah, 4 wide curves. Wow. 4 wide curves, 1 sharp curve, 1 funnel, and ending place. So we got to figure out where we're going to end the marble. Your base is 13 by 13, which, okay, you have to be able to move it. So we have here, we've already moving it. So I need to work on 4 wide curves, 1 sharp curve, 1 funnel, and of course, straight track. Okay, so some of us, including myself, need to build more curves. I only have 2. I need to create 2 more of these. That might be something we're going to work on right now. Okay, and then figuring out, okay, how am I going to start it? The way you start it might be completely different than the way I started, or we might actually end up having the same start. Again, you can decide how do you want to start this and where do you want to start this, right? So again, it's 100% now up to you, your design. But you must, I repeat, you must include 4 wide curves, 1 sharp curve, and 1 funnel, at least. And you're gonna need a straight track to make everything work, right? All right, woo! I said we have a lot of work to do. Now, wait. Let me back it up. Back it up, literally back it up. Am I saying that you have to finish this today? Your whole roller coaster? No, okay? What I want you to do today is add height and attach one of your components. How are you gonna start this? So today, you have 30 minutes left in class. You have to figure out, how am I gonna start it? What component am I gonna attach and make it work? Where am I gonna drop that marble into? That's what you have to decide in 30 minutes and attach it and make it work. Now, on Tuesday, when I see you back and we add another component, could your first component not work? Yeah, could possibly you have to modify the first component that you're attaching today? Yes, it's not set in stone, but take some time right now to figure out, okay, what's my first component and how am I going to attach it? Again, over the weekend, you might realize like, yeah, I don't really like that. Why? You know, what if I try something different? And you can on Tuesday. But today, what I want you to do is build a height, which I think I've given you enough time. I've given you 40 minutes to build height. Now, the second part is, okay, which component are you going to start with? You know, and you might just kind of figure out like, okay, I want a sharp curve here. I want this there. And you might realize, you know what? I need more height. You might add more height. You don't know. Okay, so we definitely need more wide curves. Okay, for sure. So we have a lot of work to do and we got to figure out what's our first component. Oh, Joshua, sorry. I just saw your message that you sent me 20 minutes ago. I was not checking the chat. Sorry. I hope you did. All right.